On to you, Virgos. You have the Strength, the Six of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Hanged Man is your opposite sign in Pisces. So a lot of Pisces influence. Okay, so for you, Virgos, some of you Virgos, bam, at the top of the year will have someone that tries to come in and tempt you with something, right? Immediately in the year. And you Virgos basically not go for it because you have your own mind and you're not going to listen to what other people say, because you Virgos have been here multiple times before, and you know that, you know, people lie a lot, and they can say whatever it is that they want to. It usually doesn't end up, unfortunately, the way that they said that things would be, right? They usually end up trying to play you and play games with you and like disrespect you and all of that. And the Queen of Wands and the Six of Swords right here speaks to how you Virgos basically, you Virgos basically, you got to do things your own way. You are doing things your own way. And like it is, I said before, you know, if you ask me, people's relationship with Virgo is very complicated because it's this, they don't, they want to have us Virgos any kind of way that they want. But at the same time, they still want us to kind of pick them as well. So it's this sense of they're so busy upon the wrong things. They're thinking about the wrong things. They're trying to have power and control, while at the same time they want us to choose them from our own free will. And they don't understand that they have to respect our existence first in order for us to choose them, right? And it has to come naturally. It has to be organic. And so, again, that's where the frustration really is coming from, is the Queen of Wands and the Six of Swords. It's the fact that, you know, you Virgos, or us, because I'm a Virgo myself, we're having fun with nobody around us. We don't need a whole lot of other people around us to have fun and to come along with us, you know. And then the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords and the World card is about how this speaks to how you Virgos, and they don't like it personally. They don't really like it. They have an issue with it, but you know, they helped. I'm not saying they did it on their own, but they had a hand in making us Virgos the level that we are today, because we're very practiced when it comes to learning how to do things on our own. And the Page of Swords in the World card represents, again, us Virgos not trying to defeat the ocean. Like, we're not trying to make something that wasn't meant to be. There's a sense of us Virgos learning how to let go of people who give us a difficult time, you know, because that stuff, I'm not even gonna lie to you, that type of stuff gets tiring after a while. Like, when you're a teenager, you have the energy for that. But I'm gonna tell you this though, it's for you, it's not even about age. What it's about is repetitiveness, seeing the same thing that you know doesn't actually go anywhere, and seeing it for years, and they never get off of that. They how old? They not in their teens anymore. They long gone from their teens, and they still on that type of time. And so the World card represents, right, the Page of Swords and the World card represents us as Virgos understanding that we're better off, like I said before, being by ourselves or a select few of people, because we're better off by ourselves. Because, hold on a second. we're better off by ourselves, because when we out here trying to impress people and do all that other type of stuff, and out here trying to impress and all that type of stuff don't be working out here. That don't work. I'm gonna tell you what happens when we try to impress people and be people pleasers, and you know what I'm saying, try to be friendly and all of that so much or whatever. People take kindness for weakness because they goofy, you know, beyond goofy. There's this terrible misconception that being kind is weak. And I don't know, like, you know, they think that you're afraid to stand your ground. And that's not what it is. So there's a lot more opportunities to be had without others. So you're gaining, Virgos are gaining all these victories without needing the entourage, without needing the crowd. And the King of Swords and the devil represents, and therein lies the conundrum, because now they want, you have people who want your attention because you Virgos don't care. Because of the fact that you Virgos don't care, they want your attention. So it's this sense of they want your attention now because they're stuck on opposite day. They're stuck on opposite day. It's this catch-22 of when you are not into them, now they're into you. When you're into them, now all of a sudden they're the most busy people in the world, but then they still broke, they still poor. I've never seen busy individuals that are up and coming and they're productive, and too many people make too much fools of themselves sitting up on the internet trying to act like they're more important than what they are. And it's sad. And so like I said before, this is where the devil is. Because a lot of people don't like that. They don't like the fact that, you Virgos actually are showing them from your actions, you don't have time for them. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the devil card. Let's clarify the devil card. Four of Wands, Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Ten of Wands, and then you Virgos have the Six of Pentacles. So it's the sense of, so what it is for you Virgos, right? The Four of Wands and the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles speaks to how you Virgos are seeing now how, like, some of your so-called friends that may have given you a difficult time, maybe they may not necessarily even be friends. They could be acquaintances. But remember what it is I told you, Virgos, about repetition breeding contempt, right? The vast majority of people are fickle. You'll hang around people and then they figure, oh, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I don't want you around. So you hang around them day one, they cool. Day two, now they start trying to show you that you're not very important, and they start ignoring you, and they start, especially over the internet, right? But even face to face, they start doing that. And this is what you Virgos are on. You Virgos you've disappeared from the crowd. You're doing your own thing. You're staying busy for yourself, and a lot of people really can't take that. And then you Virgos also have the Ten of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Right? So let's review this thing. Four of Wands, Three of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles speaks to how, if you want to know what it looks like when a person, right, is struggling, let me explain to you Virgo something. You know a person is truly struggling when they are super disrespectful to you one day, and then now all of a sudden when you have money, or they're in a bind, now they're the most nicest person to you. There's been times where I've been to Chinatown and I wanted to buy a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, but I ain't had the money. And some and the Chinese Asian store owners would be speaking in Chinese, and they would be saying stuff. Again, this is the time that I ain't had the money. I'm a teenager. This time I ain't got the money. And then I befriended a Chinese person, right? Because we would always hang around. I would always hang around Chinatown trying to play Yu-Gi-Oh, right? This was years ago. And then the person and my Chinese friend, this is all going to be valuable, basically turned to me and said, they was talking about you. They was saying how it is that, when are you going to pay? You never have money, all this other stuff. This money, this jam people up. Money gets people caught up in a bind badly. Money does get people in a messed up situation where people just treat other people in such a horrendous way based upon frivolous things like money. Show you what happened. A new Yu-Gi-Oh shop opened across the street from them. Started putting them out of business. At that time, I got myself a little job, started making some money, right? One of the 3 jobs I was telling y'all about. And I bought like 3 Yu-Gi-Oh cards, right? I walked up in the shop or whatever. And that shop, it's not to say that shop, I never had any money. I paid for some stuff. But they always was looking at me like, oh, when you gonna pay X, Y, Z, whatever. They talking about me as if I never paid for stuff. Like, there's been times where I paid for stuff, plenty of time. So I walk up in the shop that was disrespectful or whatever, and I had money in my pocket. So I go look, and I could see the fear in the person's eyes, and it kind of disgusted me because they nice now. And it's like, what happened to all this unnecessary disrespect that you had? And you Virgos will know when a person is a goofy individual when they have this look about them, where it's like they're trying to be nice. There's this sense of, it's almost like it's this kind of like fear in their eyes where they're like pouting. You dig what I'm saying? Like they're almost like pouting, like kind of boo-hooing, kind of like crying to themselves a little bit. But these will also be the same people who disrespected you so hard body. And this is the reason why does not talk so much against money. It's because people in this country, right, especially in these countries where there's this superiority, right, this superiority complex that a lot of people tend to have. There's this perceived perception that how a person is treated should only be based upon them having money and not their life, right? People have this mentality that life is not precious, money is. So a person only deserves to be treated well if they have an abundance of money, abundance of cash to be able to specifically give it to people. Right? And see, the thing is that this is how a lot of people approach you Virgos. They don't understand the importance that you Virgos be giving. This is why I had to talk about this stuff, because this stuff needed to be talked about, right? The 10 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles speaks to how now that you Virgos don't give a damn about needing to make friends and all of this stuff, or you not needing to, but wanting to make friends. Now, all of a sudden, when you don't care, this is why you got the devil, because the circumstances have changed. Now, when you're not so nice to them, because It's not even about being nice. It's about understanding, hey, you can't be around these individuals. Why? Because repetition breeds contempt. Now they want your attention now. But why couldn't they show you this kind of kindness before?